Tastes like a gusher?
Hello everybody, my name is Waylon PK, but you knew that already. At least I hope you did, why else would you click on the stream? You might be wondering why you saw the screen earlier, and that was because I'm going to be showing you my desktop monitor screen. I'm going to be showing you a script for a YouTube video I wrote about a video I wanted to make about a Gmod game mode. It's got stuff to do with Mother 3. You might know Mother 3 because that's where Lucas from Smash Brothers comes from. It's his game. You know, it's also where NES came from. It's the same game series. And a long ass time ago, they made a game mode about that in Gary's Mod involving stuff from Mother 3. And I really like it. And I wanted to make a video about it for a long time. But I never really got around to doing that. I never really got around to doing that, but I want to now. And I thought, what could be like a fun exercise is if we did this together. So with that being said, pardon any and all background noise you will hear in the street. Hello. What's up? What's up? It's me, Waylon PK. And today, I hope I'm not like blown out because of the window and my own lighting break I have. What the fuck? What the fuck button was that? I just got a message. Everything just shut to black, and it said, everything. The computer will now shut down. Is this what you want? Oh, the battle background. Oh. I'll fix that right now. Okay, hopefully that's fixed. Okay. Anyway, I must have accidentally hit a different button, and I was trying to. There we go. I think that softens up my light a little bit. Hey, I'm standing up right now because I got my microphone. Microphone is right next to me, so I'm gonna be recording. Iron Fox, it's great to see you. Like I said, today we're going to be, if you weren't here for the first few seconds, we're going to be making a YouTube video, and also, you know, based on the title of the stream, I figured you could tell. We're going to be making a YouTube video today, and that includes reading off of a script I wrote and recording the audio in Audacity, which is what I am pulling up right freaking now. Yeah, I hope my... let me try... Hold on. There. I think that's better, because now most of the light's coming from right here. I'm blocking it. But I got a script right over here. Right over here. And we are going to review it. What am I doing? Why open a new tab? Click the fucking thing! Yeah, I didn't have the headphones on, so, you know, it's not like I could hear what was going on. We are, I'm just pulling up Audacity here. And I thought like I could play audio for you guys since I don't have to have my headphones on. I keep expecting the camera to be right there, sorry. I figured I wouldn't have my headphones on because I would have to jump back and forth anyway to like hear my own audio. And I figured like if I don't have to have my headphones on to play audio, whatever, to record. But I realize now that it would be difficult to hear me like record and shit if I have audio playing. So because the microphone will pick it up even if my headphones are like on the floor. So I am unfortunately gonna have to get rid of this Okay. Put you away. And, hold on. I'm looking for it. Where did I put it? Sorry, hold on. Let me put that back on. One moment. Sorry, this is all new to me. That is wrong. Hold on. Now you guys can see it. Okay. Okay. I think we got something cooking here. Sorry, one more. Doesn't want to capture Audacity for some reason. Oh, brother. Okay. Ugh. Sheesh. Sheesh. Okay, let's do this, bitch. Now to do this hooperskotch. I have Audacity here in a separate, smaller window. Okay. Hold up. One more time. I'm sorry. Turn this off. Oh, come on. Make yourself bigger. Oh, what am I even doing? Pick this one. Oh, whatever. What am I? I don't even know what I'm thinking here. Well, you don't need to see it at the same time. Just put this over for now. so long. Damn. Okay, turn off audio for desktop. Turn that shit off. Great song, whatever. Okay. The, me. I have to test the audio in Audacity, and I have to see, what gets picked up. I guess this is the whole process now that we're really getting started. Typically how this goes is after I'm done making a bunch of different edits to the script, I go into Audacity, and then, actually, if anyone else knows how to use Audacity, could you help me figure out why, normally the camera as the how am I gonna put this? The edge of the track, the audio track, it would always like snap forward, so it would always be in view. But now it like goes off, and I have to scroll the bar to catch up to it. And it used to just snap automatically, and I'm not sure what I did to get rid of it. See, this is actually perfect because letting the cars go by lets Audacity pick up the cars so that I can eventually snuff that noise out in post. But right now I'm looking at the audio, and it doesn't seem to be, like, the waveform seems pretty fine, seems pretty static. Like it's not, if I raise my voice, it doesn't completely flatten out or peak or anything like that. Although I do feel bad for my upstairs neighbors. Well, whatever. Damn, what the hell? Well, as I was saying, I feel bad for my upstairs neighbors because, I gotta be bombastic and crazy with my attitude and do it, play it up a bit. Because, I think whether or not people acknowledge it, they have like a YouTuber voice. The same way normal people have their customer service voice. Like if I'm at work and a guy comes in, he's like, hello, can I have this and this? I don't go, yeah, man, I'll get it for you right freaking now. I say, hey, hello, how's it going? My name is Waylon PK. May I take your order? Bro, just put the fries in the bag. Yeah, I recognize you. You're fucking Waylon Plus. It's my favorite part, because now I get to listen to my own recording, and I wonder if you guys can hear it too. What about now? Now can you guys hear it? If I raise my voice, it doesn't completely flatten out or peak. Yeah, see? That's how it sounds from... This is the whole process, really. Like, once I've got the script written down, I go into Audacity, I record, I make sure I'm not, like, peaking or getting too loud. I try to find the sweet spot where the audio doesn't sound like complete, total, unusable dog shit or, like, really muffled or shitty. But, hey, when I'm listening to this, it doesn't really sound all that terrible when I speak. Like I just said, it doesn't sound like unusable dog shit. It doesn't sound too muffled. When I get a little louder with it, doesn't seem like it's peaking all that much. Pretty good. And then, you gotta learn how to listen to your own voice. Like, I hate my own voice. I hate the sound of it. But you have to tolerate that when you're editing any audio file. You just have to listen to yourself over and over and over again. And hey, you know what? I'm working on Audacity anyway, so let me put this up. All right, now you can see this is where the magic begins. It doesn't really sound all that terrible when I speak. Like like I said, like I just said, it doesn't sound like unusable dog shit. It doesn't sound too muffled. When I get a little louder with it, doesn't seem like it. When I get a little louder with it, there's a little bit of peaking. Let me see. How do I go? Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. It's right there. You can see my recording volume is not all the way up. I can turn this up a little bit, and I'll see. I'm tweaking my Focusrite settings. I'll see how that changes things. But not recording at Audacity's like maximum volume. That was a trick I used in a lot of my videos when I didn't have very good secured audio, where it would sound, horrible. But yeah, seems pretty good. Let's see. Love your videos, dude. Good luck. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm literally making a video right now, and me reacting to your comment is immortalized in this stream forever. That's freaking awesome! That looks like it peaked. Let's listen to that. Making a video right now, and me reacting to your comment is immortalized in this stream forever. That's freaking awesome! I was right. It peaked. That's freaking awesome! That's freaking awesome! Let's imagine having to do that over and over and over again. And if you do multiple takes, then it's... and me reacting to your comment is immortalized. Trick I have, though, is I can go and I can add a compressor to it. That's freaking awesome! Now, the peak is not as noticeable, I feel like. And there's always a limiter. That helps. You can apply that a few times if you want. That's freaking awesome! Spam, apply that for a little bit. And you can reverse amplify something to decrease its volume. That's freaking awesome! So now it's still loud. It gets the point across that it's loud. And at least to me, I feel like I don't know how that sounds perfectly. Like, I don't know how that sounds for you guys, like exactly. But that's freaking awesome! I feel like it's less noticeable. That's freaking awesome! I don't know. What do you guys think? Dunk. I'm still a little new in video making, LOL, especially SFM animation, but I hope I can make videos near as big as mine, as your... Hey, my SFM videos suck. I'm not a very good animator. I'm better at, like, posing them like they're dolls or action figures, and I'm better at making, like, posters and thumbnails, I feel like. Best SFM animation you're going to get from me is, like, a spinning, looping thing. Or, I don't know, I reuse a pre-built animation. And hey, you know what, there's no shame in that. Is it Dr. Ruzier or Druzer? Druzer. Well, anyway, there's no shame in, like, mimicking the official animations and, like, learning from that way. Any way you can, like, process information and spin it in your own way, in a way that's more convenient for you, I feel is a victory. Like, I have people in my corner all the time that tell me whether or not an idea I have sucks. And so it's important to, like, have that kind of stuff. To have, like, people in your corner that will support you. Tell you when something sucks. Tell you how to improve something. Maybe, you know, someone can come along and tell you, like, hey, I see what you're doing, but here's, like, a better way that you could do it. Don't immediately shove it away as, like, oh, well, I know best. You know, see how they feel, and if it is better, incorporate it into your own way of doing it. And if it does suck ass, well, then just fucking say you'll do it and then not actually do it. All right, let's see. What was that? I do think my neighbors are home. I can feel them directly above me, and I feel really bad that I'm. They can fucking definitely hear me making fucking YouTube videos down here. I'm sorry. It's like people watching, but with audio cues. It's like Chica in the kitchen in Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay. I have the script in front of me. Audacity's here. Oh my god, excuse me. Let's record the script. See what I got going on here. I have a friend who's been my wingman in it, so yeah, I usually get told when ideas are bad or could be improved, but it's still nice to get some advice from you. Oh, man, hey, I hardly know what I'm talking about half the time. You want to look up someone who's like really, really good with SFM and modeling and shit. They're a buddy of mine. Their name is Overlord Lettuce. They're really cool. If you want to learn about like maps and shit, I have another friend. His channel is Whomobile, and he just put out a few videos recently too. I would really recommend checking out his videos if you're interested in like the process of map making and making videos in general, I guess. But for shit like SFM, let me look up his name. I have a buddy of mine who he's pretty good at Source Filmmaker. Let me find his link to his YouTube channel. Hold on. Well, important thing is he used. What the fuck? You don't have it linked on here? He used to go by Hovey and Sniper. Like that was his that was his YouTube name. Let me look up his channel. I'm sorry. It's Darkest Z Morvain. That's how it's pronounced. I believe so. It's Darkest Z Morvain. It might still pop up as Javi and Sniper if you look it up on YouTube. But yeah, I recommend you get in touch with them. They're pretty good. They're very friendly. They'll talk to you. But you know, I always said that I would cut back on my ums and my non-sentence enders, whatever the proper term would be. Whatever, who cares? Let's fucking do the super scotch. My advice on video making is follow your heart, have your inspirations and wear them on your sleeve. Always try out your own style and have people tell you what works and what doesn't work. Because when you're really like into it and you're really making a video, you can kind of get tunnel visioned and focusing only on the aspects that you as the editor who has literally gone by it frame by frame would notice. Okay, sorry, I'll give one more piece of advice. What I like to do is I like to build the video first and then I will go back and like redo it. Like Same thing with script writing, same thing with recording. And really, this is just something you learn in like fucking elementary school. Your rough draft, yeah, you do it and you fix it later. As long as you make it first, you can make it good later. So, I'll rough out an outline for a video. I'll type out like I want an edit here, I want an edit here, I want words on the screen, I want this kind of transition. And then I'll spend the next few days working on it and doing it and putting it out. I'll have people watch it. They'll tell me like, this is good, cut here, keep this, keep this, but change this part of it. And I should get one of those wristbands I flick on my wrist every time I want to say or I want to say again. God damn. And eventually, you'll make a good video. It's that easy. But like I said, you could always just watch other people's videos first and try that. Jerry's here. Hey, Jerry. It's good to see you, man. Guess what we're doing today? As the title of the stream suggests, we are making a YouTube video. I have Audacity running here. I have a script right there. This is called, I'm going to call it something hokey, like a Gmod's Lost Game Mode. And I'll have a scary fucking thumbnail of the Ultimate Chimera. But we are going to record a script for a video. We're going to edit the audio. And Lord help me if I'm not tired by the end of it, we're also going to try to edit the video and make it together, which I think could be super fun. The audio levels seem pretty good. It's pretty fucking busy outside. There's a lot of cars, and I'm right next to the street. So that will be an inevitable issue regardless, in regards of sound. But I pray for forgiveness from my neighbors, because I'm going to, do my YouTuber voice. Add 50 Vine booms at the start of the video to kill everyone using headphones. Excellent plan. What the fuck? Oh, some guy walking down the street with a speaker. Okay. Let's do this fucking thing. I would argue my voice is warmed up considering I've been talking to you guys, but it never hurts to find my fucking glasses cloth. Give me a second. It never hurts to still do your vocal warm-ups, regardless of how many times you've done it, regardless if you're a professional, an amateur, or in your high school choir. You have to do vocal warm-ups. Does anybody in chat have any vocal warm-ups they would like to do with me? I always got, the standard here. You got a red leather, blue leather, brown leather, black leather. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy brown dog. I don't know what their race has to do with anything, though, which is a weird idiom. She sells seashells down by the seashore. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. I think my audience only likes my meme-ish videos since they are the only ones that have popped off. So I have a decent idea of what to do. My horror stuff, it's not scary at all, lol, has done buns. I swear to God, there's a fucking mosquito in here. One of these days I'm gonna fucking kill it. Here's something I need to confess. I've been doing YouTube for over 10 years, and for the first 5 years of my channel's life, I made JoJo meme videos that overshadowed everything I wanted to make. So eventually, I got rid of them all, completely rebranded what I was doing, and got rid of them. And because of that, YouTube actually really fucked over my channel for a really long time in regards of algorithm and views and shit. So eventually I just moved on. But hey, It's gonna happen. The shit you actually want to make will eventually get overshadowed by one other thing that you make. It happens to actors, singers, musicians. Like, it happens to everybody. Everyone has one thing that they got really popular off of when they might rather do something else. It happens all the time. So I say make the videos that you want to make them for you, make them for yourself. Just so you can say you got it out there and you did it. I wanted to make video game videos, and I wanted to do shitty voice acting. So I just started making those videos. And for like 10 years, my audience was extremely slow going. A lot of them dipped, but I have a nice handful of loyal people who decided, hey, this Whalen guy's not too bad, and have stuck around for everything I've made, no matter how long it takes me in between. And you will too. Everybody will. It's not that hard to make one friend. You got me. You got Jerry. I've been rambling on for so long that haven't said a single line of dialogue from the script after saying, let's start, like 10 times. What did I miss? Oh, hey, man. 007, always good to see you. See, I have my camera right here, but the chat is still right there, which is normally where I have my camera. If you want good horror videos, you need to use every CapCut effect every 10 seconds. My only popular video was a guide. Everything else got 0 views. You guys want to do something, you want to see something embarrassing? You want to play a fun game really quick? Look up Whalen Plus Crash Bandicoot 2. You're going to see there are several videos that were uploaded years ago with 0 views. You know, I fucking love doing Whalen Plus with Jabroni because we like pop off when a video gets like 5 views. Like lately videos have been getting like 15, 30, and it's like, fuck yes! Because it's just fun to do this shit for yourself, just to do it and dick around. So, I know exactly how you feel when you say everything else got 0 views, because I have quite literally spent years joking about the fact that I have videos that to this day have 0 views. You used to make Super Mario World, Super Nintendo, and Gmod videos, and then deleted them all. On my old-ass account, on my fucking phone, I recorded myself, like, with a Game Boy Advance emulator, controls on the screen, my fucking YouTube icon and my microphone on the screen, and I did a full playthrough of Mother 3. Like, trying not to breathe, because if I muted the microphone, it muted the sound in the game recording. On the fucking YouTube gaming app, because I didn't have a recording software on my computer, because I had a shitty laptop until 2019. A laptop that I got in 2012, made in 2009 or 10, that I carried with me until 2019. So I recorded myself playing all of Mother 3 on my fucking phone emulator through the YouTube gaming app. Everything is possible. I put those videos up on my channel, and I think they're all gone now because I got rid of them all. But anything is possible. It doesn't matter how low budget you are. If you really want to fucking do something, you can fucking do it. And eventually that shit'll pay off. It's just a waiting game. Jerry, I'm sure that you can do anything. Those guide videos you make, 11K, that's not bad. Use the Windows Game Bar recorder. Ancient fucking techniques. Let's hold on. Let's play a fucking game, guys. Hold on. See, now I use OBS. Now I do. But my computer was so ancient, it literally could not handle OBS. Let's play a game really quick, guys. Just gonna look this up. Fuck, this was 6 fucking years. 6 years ago! 1 view! Oh my god. I can't believe this would... Fuck, I can't believe we played this fucking game 6... Look at the fucking shitty thumbnail! Why did I ever think that was a good idea? Oh my god, man. There are fucking videos on this channel that have no fucking views. I love Wayland Plus. We told a tale of ancient... Okay, look at my fucking old-ass videos, man. Fuck. I really chose the worst possible fucking time to try to do a Let's Play channel. Like, 2020. Like, there are these videos that have... These videos are, like, pre-COVID. But were uploaded, like, during COVID. Like, when it happened. Like, where... Okay, these ones were recorded like early in 2020, but specifically my Earthbound Zero DX playthrough, that happened during COVID. And there's like a huge jump in how I'm speaking. It's kind of scary how I'm speaking before and after COVID. But fuck, we picked the worst fucking time to make a fucking Let's Play channel. I think we started two views 6 years ago. This is like fucking memory lane here. I loved making Wayland Plus. There's Clomdor, the origins of Clomdor, my fucking shitty attempt at doing a Halloween special. We didn't finish Dusk because we forgot to edit the rest of it. I did a fucking video challenge where I uploaded like 1 or 2 videos every day for 31 days for all of Halloween. And it sucked and I hated doing it. God damn, man. Oh, fucking on the Pikmin 2. Anyway, going down memory lane, this is all dumb. Hey, if you want to see us play Pikmin 2 and it's like a fucking slog, then check out Wayland Plus. You know what? No, this is Hope Core. This is not actually bad, because restore window. What am I doing? These newer videos aren't doing too bad, actually. Look, see? We came back, we uploaded shit. Averaging over 10 views is crazy. I abandoned my Stardew Valley playthrough. It got pathetic. I felt terrible doing it. Here's 50 views 1 year ago. See, we made 44 Pikmin 2 videos, episodes of Pikmin 2. It took honestly, we could have done it better if I played even half as good as I normally am with Pikmin 2. We could have finished that way quicker. So are we gonna make a video with? Yeah, sorry, Jerry. I got caught up on memory lane. But hey, you know what? For Pikmin 2 pros, we are recording ourselves reading every single Piclopedia entry in Pikmin 2. And that'll go up, like, later. I don't know when, but later. Get rid of this right fucking now. Alright, so we're finally gonna make the fucking video, you guys. Yes, Druzer, it is true. So be on the lookout for Wayland Mania. All right, it's gonna happen. Ted the Tea Drinker. Oh my God, Ted, you're finally here when I'm not about to end the stream. You know what, Druzer? I was telling you about how like one day you'll find your gang. These guys in chat right here. These bring it in. You guys are my gang. These guys. You're always here for me. Tight handful of viewers, and I appreciate you and I love you. Always have. I get so excited when I see you guys because it means, to me, it feels like you are continuously choosing to see that this fucking dumbass is streaming. Well, this guy's worth my time. Because that's all it says, that's what it signals to me. That I'm worth your guys' time. And you will waste your time listening to my stupid bullshit. But yeah, almost every stream I've been in, this gaggle of guys, they've been there. Okay. We are finally 45 minutes in, going to actually record the video together. Hope you guys are ready. It's okay, Jerry. I forgive you. You've popped into some of my other streams when I was doing those Half-Life mods. It's okay. You were there in spirit, Jerry. You tried Deadlock but was buns. I need to stream Deadlock. I need to start making Deadlock lore videos. I have to start making those videos. You guys need to, like, remind me. Spam my fucking posts section on my YouTube account where you can go to posts. And I'm pretty sure my audience members can make posts on my channel. Yeah, just remind me until I start making Deadlock videos. I have to get videos out on the lore and my feelings on the gameplay. I have to do it. Phone likes to hide away so you can't see notifications. You should. I love the fucking lore too. I love the character interactions. I love these characters. They're so instantly likable. I love them, and so many of them aren't even fucking finished yet. The game's not even fucking out yet. Oh my god, there is nobody who does it like Valve. It is impossible for me to be angry at them. Like, you know what? I guarantee you, last year they announced, send us your content for a big Man vs. Machine update for Team Fortress 2. And then like a week later, they all got the email. Fuck, Deadlock 1.0 is going to come out this year. Fuck, and we all need to go work on that instead. Fuck. Sorry, guys. It's taking longer than we thought. Fuck. Like, I guarantee you that's what fucking happened. Because Deadlock 1.0, I'm calling it. It's coming out this year. Anyway. I love Deadlock! I've prattled on long enough. I'm going to get more drink because I'm thirsty. And then we are going to record this bitch. Give me one moment. No, I didn't die. This is the Whale and PK drinking stream. I get very thirsty. The heavy's not. We're not doing this. We're not doing a fucking heavy is dead in the big 2026. Okay. It was funny when it was funny when COVID was happening. Okay, and we were all fucking locked in our houses and didn't have anything funnier to do. I am back. Oh, you've heard the same, theorizing it should be late this year or early next year, totally unleashing the floodgates to the world. Okay, one more thing. The reason I feel like Deadlock 1.0 is coming this year, because Valve would not be hyping up the Steam frame, the Steam machine, the Steam Link, whatever the fuck the third one was, if they're not going to be launching it with something like kick-ass and big. Because you know who's the only companies right now that are releasing games this year? GTA 6 and fucking Nintendo with the Ocarina of Time remake. And Valve is like fucking boom, dropping their fucking like gut on the table, throwing their fucking like weight in. Because not only does Unk still got it, Unk is not washed, okay? My goat is not washed. Valve is going to compete with these fucking titans and tell everybody, like, hey, we've been around for 30 years for a fucking reason. Boom. It's going to be fucking crazy. I'm going to launch it with Half-Life 3, trust. Shut up. Okay, so a little bit of background. This is, I mean, I'll tell you in the video, as I'm literally as I'm recording it. But this is all about a game mode for Gary's mod that I really loved, called Ultimate Chimera Hunt. And we are going to be recording for a script I wrote a long-ass fucking time ago. And it's going to be fun. TF2 has washed too many sweats. Shh. You just go the fuck away. Whatever. No, don't do that. Okay. What the fuck? Why is it all the fucking way over there? I hate Audacity sometimes. Let me at least erase this fucking chunk so that I can more closely follow along. Okay. Thought I had to burp. Hold on. They need to fix the Proton compatibility with Deadlock before that. US Linux folks all get a consistent 45-50 FPS regardless of specs. Look, all respect to the Linux community. My coworker would kill me if I didn't respect you all. But, and I know Valve fights for you to make you like a viable operating system, to really push for you people. They've been doing it. They've been consistently doing it for you guys. I think they're willing to. I think they should be willing to sacrifice Linux optimization to get the fucking thing out. Well, I don't speak Arabic or whatever specific language that is, but hello, my Muslim brother, I assume. If not, I'm sorry for getting it wrong. Alhamdulillah, we shall all have a good day. Or should I be saying, Inshallah, we shall have a good day. Anyway, through the Quran, anything is possible. Waylon, take my advice. Do the dragon transition. I don't know what that is. I mentioned that since they can't hype the Steam machine for Deadlock because they run off Linux. Well, look who got caught with egg on his face and his pants down. This guy! Alright, no more fucking around. I wish I could translate what you say. Actually, forgive me, I'm going to use Google Translate here. I care enough about my audience. You need a million effects. You need your dopamine. Yeah, sorry, there's, hold on, let me have a, hold on, I think I have something. Wheel installs for half an hour of the stream. Okay, yeah, no, okay, I'm not going to fucking, no more. I'm not going to stall anymore, but I will put up something so that you guys are not bored. When can you add Subway Surfers in the corner? No, I'm not going to sign in. Fuck you, Google. Hold on. You are from the Gulf region, my brother, but I'm sorry, I will not continue to translate every single one of your messages just because I feel like it would take too long. I'm sorry. But here you go, guys, for your engagement. So that there's absolutely, nothing not happening on the screen. We got a playthrough of the Mortis boss fight in the corner. Okay. Thank you for the kind messages. God willing, you will be blessed as well, my friend. Thank you for joining my stream and choosing to bless me with your message. Okay. All right. You fucking kids got enough stimulation? Okay. We're actually gonna fucking do this now, okay? I promise. I know I've been saying it. I know it's been over an hour, but I'm for real. We're gonna do it now. Not saturated enough? No, no, no. I refuse to give in to any of your wiles any longer. Wait, fucking all of this. Okay. Completely restart. I don't know what Mortis is! Okay, there, I admit it. I don't know what it is, so I'm not going to put it up. I'm not just going to let you guys boss me around. Waiter, please add flashing RGB filter and increase the saturation. No, fuck off. We're actually going to fucking record the video. It's a boss in the battle bricks. Please. No! Fuck off. I'm reining all of you in. Don't make me fucking turn this stream around. Alright. Listen to me, you fuckers, you screwheads. We're gonna record this bitch, and we're all gonna behave, and we're all gonna have a good time. Understood? Alright. April 20th, 2006 saw the release of Mother 3, the follow-up to Mother 2, otherwise known as Earthbound. In Mother 3, you take control of Lucas of Tazmily Village as he attempts to stop his home, the Nowhere Islands, from being taken over and fundamentally transformed by the Pig Mask Army. April 20th, 2006 saw the release of Mother 3, the follow-up to Mother 2, otherwise known as Earthbound. In Mother 3, you take control of Lucas of Tazmily Village as he attempts to stop his home, the Nowhere Islands, from being taken over and fundamentally... In Mother 3, you take control of Lucas of the Nowhere Islands as he attempts to stop his home, Tazmily Village, from being taken over and fundamentally transformed by the Pig Mask Army. All while searching for his missing family and trying to recover 7 magic needles that hold the power necessary to stop the Pig Masks and their leader. It's a very quaint, charming little game. the kind they don't really make anymore in the mainstream. Just about everything it presents gameplay-wise is a step up from its predecessors. This is not lame. Come on. What? What? Come on, don't you like it? Come on, this is interesting, right? This is pretty cool. Don't you like learning facts? Aren't you guys ready to go back to school tomorrow? It's Monday. Way lame. Way lame? I mean that little to you? This is ridiculous. All the while searching for his missing family and trying to recover 7 magic needles that hold the power necessary to stop the pigmasks and their leader. It's a very quaint, charming little game, the kind they don't really make anymore in the mainstream. Just about everything it presents gameplay-wise is a step up from its predecessors. Just about everything it presents gameplay-wise is a step up from its predecessors. The chapter system allows the game world to naturally evolve as you see familiar locations and faces change throughout the course of play, and not always for the better. The chapter system allows the game world to naturally evolve as you see familiar faces and locations change throughout the course of play, and not always for the better. While from Chapter 4 onward you play as Lucas, the kid everyone knows from Smash, it actually spends the first 3 chapters focused on different playable characters during different points in time. It all connects exceptionally well, and you quickly... It all connects exceptionally well. Exceptionally. It all connects exceptionally well, and you quickly grow attached to the characters and location. So when things eventually turn for the worse, it gives the player an added incentive to stop the enemy force and attempt to undo all the bad they've caused. I'm gonna lurk for a bit, Waylon. Going to bash my head against deadlock. Alright. Have fun. Try to get that elo up. It's all connected. Sure. While from Chapter 4 onward you play as Lucas, the kid everyone knows from Smash, it actually spends the first 3 chapters focused on different playable characters during different points in time. It all connects exceptionally well, and you quickly grow attached to the characters and locations. So when things eventually turn for the worse, it gives the player an added incentive to stop the enemy force and attempt to undo all the bad they've caused. It's a game you wouldn't expect to see. It's a game you wouldn't expect to have such a deep and powerful story at a first glance. The graphics are colorful and fun, and the music can be silly just as oftentimes as it is emotional. It's a game where you often have to come to the realization. It's a game where you often have to come to the realization that your actions ultimately don't matter much to the world, but it never really focuses on that. Waylon, why don't you do the entire script in one take? I did that when I was like 14. Which is why I sound so winded and out of breath in all my old ass videos. It's a game you wouldn't expect to have such a deep and powerful story at a first glance. The graphics are colorful and fun, and the music can be silly just as often as it is emotional. It's a game where you often have to come to the realization that your actions ultimately don't matter much to the world, but it never really focuses on that. There's a strong central message of hope, community, and love that many people have grappled with, so it's no mystery as to why the game has resonated with so many people. You go from play fighting with dinosaurs, exploring a highway that leads to nowhere, and tripping on mushrooms on a deserted island with octopus butlers. That all sounds silly, but it can also turn into straight horror when it tries. There's a strong central message.
Yeah, there's a strong central message of hope, community, and love. Because I'm old, and that's what you need when you're old, kid.
There's a strong central message of hope, community. There's a strong central message of hope, community, and love that many people have grappled with. So it's no mystery as to why the game has resonated with so many people. You go from play fighting with dinosaurs, exploring a highway that leads to nowhere, and tripping on mushrooms on a deserted island with octopus butlers. That all sounds silly, yeah, but it can also turn into straight horror when it tries. That all sounds silly, but it can also turn into straight horror when it tries. But it can also turn into straight horror when it tries. That all sounds silly, but it can also turn into straight horror when it tries. How's everybody feeling? You think those were some pretty good takes? Let's listen. So that's the thing. Once you can record and like be on a roll, but eventually you got to go and say like, okay, well, was that actually good? Am I allowed to keep going? Is the mic peaking? Like, what's going on? Is that usable? Yeah. It's like it was pretty good to me. Take these off. During Chapter 7 of the game, Lucas and company stumble their way into the Pork Army's Chimera laboratory, where they do Chimera research on the local animals. In the mind of their leader, all the creatures around there suck, and they need to make them cooler, so the theme will be tougher, rougher, badder. So they mix and match this and that to create whole new things no one's seen before. Dubbed the Fascinating Chimera Project. They went on to reconstruct and modify stuff slowly and steadily. The problem is they would also continue to create strange abominations that serve no real purpose other than taking up space. They created the chimeras because they could. There was no actual reason behind their creations. Like the chuckle I did in the straight horror section, huh? God, that's so campy, isn't it? You should do this in the flowery voice. During Chapter 7 of the game, Lucas and company struggle their way into the Pork Army's Chimera Laboratory, where they do Chimera research on the local animals. In the mind of their leader, all the creatures around there suck, and they need to make them cooler. So, the theme will be tougher, rougher, badder. That's all you get. During Chapter 7 of the game, Lucas and company stumble their way into the Pork Army's Chimera Laboratory, where they do Chimera research on the local animals. In the mind of their leader, all the creatures around there suck. In the mind of their leader, all the creatures around there suck. They need to make them cooler, so the theme will be tougher, rougher, badder. So they mix and match this and that to create whole new things no one's ever seen before. Dubbed the Fascinating Chimera Project. Dubbed the Fascinating Chimera Project. They went on to reconstruct and modify stuff slowly and steadily. The problem is they would continue to create strange abominations that serve no real purpose other than taking up space. See, that was just a long run-on sentence. And you could tell I was winded by the end of it. The problem is they would continue to create strange abominations that serve no real purpose other than taking up space. They created the chimeras because they could. There was no actual reason behind their creations. They created the chimeras because they could. There was no actual reason behind their creations. Should add a Green Gaster reference to the script. Ban that guy. You guys think that flows well? Like, I'm not worried about making an overly long video. I just don't want it to be like... I don't want it to be like 30 minutes or something, you know? Alright. And by the way, there's going to have footage of this game, like, there. I could always just play through it myself. But that would take a really long time unless I just went in with debug mode. Whatever. But with the theme of tougher, rougher, and badder in mind, they would go on to create what can only be described as the ultimate Chimera. But with the theme of tougher, rougher, and badder in mind, they would go on to create what can only be described as the ultimate Chimera. The ultimate Chimera. They would go on to create what can only be described as the ultimate Chimera. But with the theme of tougher, rougher, and badder in mind, they would go on to create what can only be described as the ultimate Chimera. The last one was better. Am I still streaming? That was weird. Like the whole thing went offline. Weird. Okay. Sorry about that. The game quickly becomes survival horror as the ultimate Chimera randomly wanders the rooms of the lab, forcing you to avoid it. It can't be fought. It can't be killed. You can't even initiate a battle with it. Otherwise... It can't be fought. It can't be killed. You can't even initiate a battle with it. Otherwise... At the Green Gaster reference, please, Waylon, I need this, or a Pirate Gaster reference. So you just hop on trends, don't you? Don't let the trends control you, man. It can't be fought. It can't be killed. You can't even initiate a battle with it. Otherwise... It can't be fought, can't be killed, you can't even initiate a battle with it. Otherwise... The only goal is to avoid it, which is easier said than done. Its roar, thundering footsteps, and the sound it makes when it spots you. Its roar, its thundering footsteps, and the sound it makes when it spots you. All the things that would haunt the nightmares of anyone. All the things that would haunt the nightmares of anyone. But at least with Lucas and the others, you're more than capable of handling yourself. With the wide array of weapons and PSI abilities, even the most dangerous of creatures can dispose... and drag it out otherwise. But hey, at least with Lucas and the others, you're more than capable of handling yourself. With a wide array of weapons and PSI abilities, even the most dangerous of creatures can pose little threat. While the ultimate Chimera can't truly be stopped, it can still be taken care of thanks to that button on its back that instantly shuts it off, should it be pressed. The tiny bird that lives on its head has a habit of turning the button back on and reviving its friend. Think about that. Only with the help of a courageous monkey. Only with the help of a courageous monkey are Lucas and his friends able to survive. But you don't have a monkey. You don't have any weapons. And you certainly don't have PSI. You're just a pig mask enzyme. And that same monster is now on the loose again. That is the premise of Ultimate Chimera Hunt. See, it's worth it. I drag out the opening. It's all worth it for the big shock. Even though I'm doing the thing I hate, I'm doing the thing I hate where I watch a video I'm interested in, the first like 5-10 minutes, it's just the intro about shit I already know. I hate it. But it's necessary. Like, videos, like, they have to just start. Well, some videos can't just start. But you know what? I could probably just talk about when the game released and cut straight to here. I could probably cut out all the rest of that. All right, let me go back. Okay, why do I have a feeling I've heard about this before? What does Earthbound have to do with Gmod? I'm getting there, man. Finding myself, hold on. While the Ultimate Chimera can't truly be stopped, it can still be taken care of thanks to that button on its back that instantly shuts it off should it be pressed. Should it be pressed. The tiny bird that lives on its head, though, has a habit of turning the button back on and reviving its friend, so make sure you take out the bird first. Only with the help of a courageous monkey are Lucas and friends able to survive. But you don't have a monkey, you don't have any weapons, and you certainly have no PSI. You're just a pig mask enzyme, and that same monster is now on the loose again. That is the premise of Ultimate Chimera Hunt. That is the premise of Ultimate Chimera Hunt. It was originally created in 2009 by Starmen.net users Asuka and Fluxmage, a mere 3 years after the release of Mother 3. It could be played as a Freda game mode for Gary's mod, but would then be ported to and developed for the now defunct Gmod Tower. That name may ring some bells for anyone older than 25. Along with the Facepunch forums, that make researching these old game modes much more difficult. Had a total wrong read on that. Gmod Tower, I told you, it all loops around. Gmod 13, problematic media? No, shut up. Originally created in 2009 by Starmen.net users Asuka and Fluxmage, a mere 3 years after the release of Mother 3, it was a Freda game mode for Gary's mod, but would then be ported to and developed for the now defunct, it could be played as a Freda game mode on Gary's mod, but would then be developed for and ported to the now defunct Gmod Tower. That name should ring a bell for anyone older than 25, along with the Facepunch forums, which makes researching these old game modes much more difficult. When the Facepunch forums went down, there wasn't much of an archive. It made things a lot harder to actually research. Just dead links everywhere. It sucked. What's harder, ETOH or GD? I don't know what any of those things are. Also, due to the lack of wikis, it's hard to find concrete dates for when Ultimate Chimera Hunt went into development, when it was released, and so on. It is on the Steam Workshop. I'm getting there. Also, due to the lack of wikis, it's hard to find concrete dates for things. It's hard to find concrete dates for Ultimate Chimera Hunt when it comes to its development, when it was released, and so on. Documentation is important, so if you're making any kind of fan game, mod, or custom game mode, be sure to write everything down to future-proof it. That and the developer blog link is dead and no longer appears. That and the developer blog link is dead and no longer appears, so that too is a dead end. Because of these issues, I sincerely apologize if I got any information wrong. I'll do my best to get the facts straight. Eternal Towers of Hell and Geometry Dash. See, I am Unk. I have never played those. I was in junior high school when Geometry Dash came out, so I was 12. but I never got around to it. I hated it. I thought it sucked. Officially released in 2010, Ultimate Chimera Hunt has you and a team of 10 other pig masks work together on a variety of maps to push the button on the chimera's back and turn it off. Waylon, did you get the info right? I think so. I spent a week researching this video and reaching out to the developers. Officially released in 2010, Ultimate Chimera Hunt has you and a team of 10 other pig masks work together on a variety of maps to push the button on the chimera's back and turn it off. Whoever pushes the button will rank up in the next round. You can go from a pink ensign to a blue captain, a green colonel, and a green general, and finally a white colonel with a sweet cape. As far as I can tell, these colors are purely cosmetic. They don't seem to actually increase. I've been playing the... I literally address it. I don't know why I ad-lib. But yeah, stop ad-libbing. As far as I can tell, these colors are purely cosmetic. I've been playing this game mode since 2013, and I still don't know if a higher rank actually affects your stamina. Every so often, a Mr. Saturn will spawn in, and if you manage to find him, you can use his KO powers to kill the Chimera by chucking him at the beast twice. KO. Every so often, a Mr. Saturn will spawn in. If you manage to find him, you can use his KO powers. KO. 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 You can use his KO powers and kill the Chimera by chucking him at the beast twice. Even though most pig masks come equipped with laser guns, you're completely naked here. All you can do is run, jump, and push buttons. Which is funny because in Mother 3, the lower ranking troops actually had big weapons, and the more you ranked up, the smaller your weapon became. Only the colonels didn't have any kind of weapon in the game, but I can understand not wanting to introduce and subsequently balance a weapon system. Whoever pushes the button will rank up in the next round. You can go from a pink ensign, blue captain, green general, and finally a white colonel with a sweet cape. As far as I can tell, these colors are purely cosmetic. I've been playing this game since 2013, and I still don't know if a higher rank actually affects your stamina. Every so often, a Mr. Saturn will spawn in, and if you manage to find him, you can kill the Chimera by quickly chucking him at the beast twice. Even though most pig masks come equipped with laser guns, you're completely naked here. All you can do is run, jump, and push buttons. Which is funny because in Mother 3, the lower ranking troops actually had really big weapons, and the more you ranked up and the more you fought more important pig masks, you notice they're small, the smaller, and the more you ranked up, you notice the smaller their weapon became. Only the colonels didn't have any kind of weapon because they were badass and they relied on their fists. But I can understand not wanting to introduce and subsequently balance a weapon system. Uses pirate gaster powers. I want this guy skinned alive. Let's see how that sounded. I think I found info on the official GM Tower webpage. Yeah, I think I know what you're going to send. I saved a whole bunch of those same web pages that actually still worked. Let's see how all this sounded. Seems okay. I will be right back. AI streamers, boo. Get out of here, man. We don't want your kind here. If I want 0 viewers, it's because I choose to have 0 viewers. And I like it that way. So don't ever come over here telling me I can get AI to give me viewers. AI isn't fit to clean my nuts. Fuck you. You're done. Get out of my chat. Okay, hi, we're back. Anyway, I went to go get water. And then I realized, I'm kind of hungry, so I grabbed a snack. Then I had to go to the bathroom, and then I actually refilled my water. So we're back. We are literally so fucking back. And I think I'm going to keep this on just really quietly and in the background. Just so it's like just there for you guys to be able to hear it so that there's not just nothing. Well, then you're going to die first in the AI takeover. The AI can take over the job of wiping my ass. Because that's what it's best used for. Fuck AI. And fuck... Well, not you, because you didn't post it. My fucking glasses get smudged by doing nothing. Nothing! Okay, we're gonna go back to recording now. Realized what song was still playing after just like looping that song over and over. Sorry, guys. I have my relaxing mother compilation music. Actually, hold on. My friend gave me a playlist. Hold on. Let me cook. Hold on. Ooh, sick burn. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of good at everything I do. How does this? What is this? How's this sound? Is this what I think it is? So if it is, the song's... Yeah! Yeah! How does that sound, you guys? Is that nice? Is that nice or what? You hear wind in the background also. Yeah, that's because of the street I live right next to. Alright, but I'm going to have that in there so that you guys can always have some kind of background audio. It's calming, I'm glad. I'm glad, I love that playlist. That was recommended by my friend Humobile. This guy, he's an OG. I love him. One of the guys to inspire me to make YouTube videos. TF2 related videos anyway. Alright. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot about something important. Ah, really? I forgot to mute myself when I walked away. Am I the biggest idiot to ever live? You're gonna kill yourself if you see another ad. Hey, look, no, I feel the same way, but that is not the way. Don't kill yourself. You have so much more Wayland Plus you have to go watch. You hate YouTube? Try fucking making videos for it. It sucks, my brother. Where do you think I could add to the videos? What do you think I could add to the video to make it better? Well, I guess that would happen when I'm actually doing the editing process. Like right now we're just making the video and recording it. Sloppily, because it's been an hour and a half. Okay. Here we are. Sorry, my air vent came on. I realized what the wind was. This video will never be finished. Okay. Yes, it will. I promise it will be. Okay. As the Chimera itself, your goal is... Are you serious? My fucking cat decided to have the zoomies now. Be normal. As the Chimera itself, your goal is to simply kill all the pig masks. You've got a tail swipe to keep them away from your button, a roar to scare and scatter them away if they're in range, and of course your mighty teeth that kills anything in one bite. As a Chimera, you're in third person. As the Chimera, you're in third person to get a better view of your surroundings. Use this to your advantage and make sure nobody sneaks up on you. Unlike the pig masks, you've also got multiple jumps, and your stamina meter... Fucking mosquito! Anybody else see that? I'm being bombarded by interruptions. I swear to God, if I develop a mosquito bite on my nose. Every time you think you kill the mosquito, it comes back. Leland's slowly becoming the next... Now, Rat Lobber doesn't like me. We are enemies, I think, even though it's been a few years. I haven't watched any of Rat Lobber's videos, though. Like, I don't have any comment on... I don't really have any comment on who he is as a person, because I don't know him personally, but I also can't say, like, yeah, he makes shit videos, because I haven't watched him. But he has left a comment on one of my videos asking when I will make good videos. I think I even put that comment in a video, so... I don't know if he doesn't like me. He probably doesn't even remember me, which is fine. I don't care. I don't need to be known by everybody. But I will always think of that comment because that shit was funny as fuck. It made me laugh my fucking ass off. And I still look back on it. Anyway. As the Chimera itself, your goal is to simply kill all the pig masks. You've got a tail swipe to keep them away from your button, a roar to scare and scatter them away if they're in range, and of course your mighty teeth that kills anything in one bite. As a Chimera, you're in third person to better get a view of your surroundings. Use this to your advantage and make sure nobody sneaks up on you. Unlike the pig masks, you've also got multiple jumps and the ability to cancel your stamina meter as soon as you start running. I think he was trolling. I believe that. That's fine. He's fun. I said it was funny. Unlike the pig masks, you've also got multiple jumps, and your stamina meter doesn't automatically deplete once you start running. After the Gmod Tower was closed, Ultimate Chimera Hunt was reborn in 2016 under the title of After Gmod Tower closed, Ultimate Chimera Hunt was reborn in 2016 under the title of Reconstructed Ultimate Chimera Hunt. Gmod Tower's version of the game mode was developed from the original 2009 game mode. The new version was built from Scythed's restoration for Gmod 13 and is therefore not a continuation of the GMT version. Created by Anomalodox and Bubble Monkey, it sought to revive the game mode and everything that comes with it. New maps, new music, bug fixes, new animations, new HUDs, etc. Basically just versus Saxton Hale, but peak. Yeah, I think this came out before versus Saxton Hale, too. The creator of Gmod Tower actually released the source code. Yeah. You and an army of other people. I have terrible posture. I'm always moving around. I can never stand still. I swear to God, I almost got that fucker. I watched the mosquito like fly away from my fingers like it had fucking ultra instinct or something. After Gmod Tower closed, Ultimate Chimera Hunt was reborn in 2016 under the title of Reconstructed Ultimate Chimera Hunt. Gmod Tower's version of the game mode was developed from the original 2009 game mode. The new version was built from Sci-Fed's restoration for Gmod 13, and is therefore not a continuation of the GMT version. The new version was built from Sci-Fed's restoration for Gmod 13, and is therefore not a continuation of the GMT version. Created by Anomalodox and Bubble Monkey, it sought to revive the game mode and everything that came with it, along with new maps, music, bug fixes, animations, the HUD, etc. Was the game good? Yes. And no. Like many things in life. This new version upped the player count to 20 pig masks per team instead of 11, a highly contentious change. In my opinion, anyway. I believe that 20 pigs are just too much to deal with, which I'll get into later, because I am not very good. I remember playing... Wait, I don't know why I'm saying that, like I'm going to keep it in the video. We should talk a bit about Tower Unite. I don't have enough experience in Tower Unite. I'm not educated enough. Oh, I can hear Donkey Kong Country. This new version upped the player count to 20 pig masks per team instead of 11, a highly contentious change, in my opinion anyway. I believe that 20 pigs are just too much to deal with, but I'll get into that later. I remember playing before Reconstructed, and it was just a little more balanced, in my opinion. The maps were largely reused from Team Fortress 2, although there were original ones as well. The best maps were the ones that were actually Mother 3 themed, like Tazmily Village and Club Titty-Boo. But don't worry, there was an abundance of stupid ones, like Bob-omb Battlefield, Dynamic Maze, No Camp Arena. Actually, the majority of the maps are stupid. It's supposed to be the Unity version of... Oh my god, you know, I think I do remember hearing about that. And I don't remember it... And I mean, if I don't remember it now, then it must not have probably bombed. I believe that 20 pigs are just too much to deal with because I remember playing before Reconstructed and felt that it was just a little bit more balanced. But anyway, I will get into that later. The map pool is largely reused from TF2, although there were original ones as well, the best ones being the ones that were actually Mother 3 themed. The best maps were the ones that were actually Mother 3 themed, like Tazmily Village and Club Titty-Boo. But don't worry, there were an abundance of stupid ones, like really stupid ones. But don't worry, there were an abundance of stupid ones, like Bob-omb Battlefield or Dynamic Maze or No Camp Arena. Actually, the majority of them were stupid. Like Bob-omb Battlefield, or Dynamic Maze, or No Camp Arena. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the majority of them were stupid. I killed it! I got the mosquito! Yes! Yes! Fuck all mosquitoes. Its insect intelligence was no match for my human intelligence. Was it like Dead by Daylight, only instead of bullshit loads of hunters, it was actually good? I don't know. Ultimate Chimera hunts in Sandbox? No. As far as I'm aware, no. I don't think there's any plans. But don't worry, you had stupid maps too, like Bob-omb Battlefield and Dynamic Maze and No Camp Arena, and also... actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the majority of the maps are stupid. Waylon, get a mohawk. I can't pull that off. My skin's too pasty. Waylon, go bald! Oh, It's fucking coming, baby. I'll just shave it all off. Go bald on stream. Pay me $10,000 and I'll do it. USD, 10,000 USD. Let me get into this now. The biggest problem with Ultimate Chimera Hunt is the map pool. To put it bluntly, there are too many maps, and more than half of them are bad. I know what that sounds like coming from me, but I swear to God, these complaints are actually valid. The problem is that lots of them are either too large, which leads to games of really arduous hide and seek, which leads to waiting out the map timer, and waiting out the map timer, or they're too small, which leads to the rounds being over way too quickly. No fun is had this way. Mohawk on stream for only 100? No. I'm not allowed to have crazy hair because of my job. Oh, but don't worry, there's stupid maps too, like Bob-omb Battlefield or Dynamic Maze or No Camp Arena. Actually, let me get into this now. The majority of the maps are pretty stupid, and that's my biggest problem with the game. Bluntly, there's too many of them, and half of them are bad. I know what that sounds like coming from me, but I'm serious. A large problem is that lots of them... I know what that sounds like coming from me, but I actually know what I'm talking about here. A large problem is a lot of them are either too large, which leads to games of arduous hide and seek where people just wait out the map timer, or they're too small, which leads to everyone spawning in, immediately dying, and then nobody gets to have fun that way. Which leads to everybody spawning in really close together and the rounds being over way too quickly. Or they're too small, which leads to maps being over way too quickly. No fun is had this way. I understand why there are big maps. The Chimera needs to utilize its multiple jumps to get to high places, but so many of these maps are completely outdated and shouldn't be played. Maps like Happy Happy Village, Tazmily, Club Titty Boo, Saturn Valley. That was weird. What the fuck? I just got a weird pit feeling in my stomach. That was weird. How was McDonald's? I don't work at McDonald's. You forget to take your meds. No, I'm not sick. I didn't take my vitamins today, though. You do. Okay. I had to read the rest of it to really get in context for how I should be saying it. Let me break this down for you. There's maps like Happy Happy Village, Tazmily, Club Titty Boo, Saturn Valley, Chimera Lab, and Oso Castle. They are probably the best size maps. They're big enough to explore, but small enough to keep the rounds from really dragging on. But then, there's Booster Tower, Newport City, Onette, Kakariko, Lightning Lookout, and the Devil's Machine. And the Lava One. There's just so many shit maps. But then there's Booster Tower, and Newport City, and Onette, and Kakariko, and Lightning Lookout, and the Devil's Machine, and the Lava One. There's just so many shit maps. There's just so many shit maps. And there's just so many shit maps. The lack of active players means the lack of active feedback, which leads to lack of maps being polished, removed, or developed. Yikes, where have I heard this before? The truth is, the Chimera community is very small. Waylon complains about Gmod having shit maps and add-ons.
I'm the fucking pissed off Source Engine nerd, and I think everything is shit, and the Steam Workshop is full of shit. I want to play things that are fucking 20 years old, and I don't want things to ever change. Anything new is shit. I hate all of it. It's all shit.
The truth is, the community is very small. Most of the Most of the numbers have dwindled into a Discord server, and The truth is, the Chimera community is very small. Most of the numbers have dwindled to a single Discord server, and honestly, man, if I have to join a Discord server just to play a game with the same people over and over, then that just kills the game for me. And I'm sure many others feel that way too. While that can mean the only people playing are die-hard fans, it still limits any newcomers that might be curious. There are more Mother fans than ever now, but I think the biggest issue with the game mode is the lack of overall. But I think the biggest issue with this game mode is the lack of overlap between Mother fans and Gmod players. Hold on, I'm going somewhere with this. And honestly, man, if I have to join a Discord server just to play the same game with the same people over and over, then that just kills the whole game for me. And I'm sure many others feel that way too, and I'm sure lots of other people feel that way too. While that can mean that the only people playing are diehard fans, it still limits any newcomers that might be curious. New guys would get stomped so easily by veteran players because they're the only ones that are really playing the game. New people will pick it up, see, oh, I have to join a server, I have to join Discord. They're going to put it down. People don't want to go through the effort. They want to just click it on it from the menu, and if it doesn't have players, oh well. There's a second mosquito. Sounds like you're talking about TF2 for a second. Yeah, how about that? Where have I heard this one before? Hey, hello, chef. What does the chef have that's new? I want to hear new discourse. You hear deadlock discourse? Do the roaring night voice. What is my roaring night voice? The night doesn't talk. Terrible posture. But to address the 500-pound elephant in the room, there are more Mother fans. I think there are more Mother fans than ever now, but I think the biggest issue with this game mode is the lack of overlap between Mother fans and Gmod players. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's address that elephant. Most Mother fans are artists, not game devs. So it makes sense why we aren't getting much new development. Plus, it's why so many Earthbound fan games take forever to come out. If you know, you know. Trust me. But there isn't much of an overlap between people that play games like Earthbound, Earthbound Zero, and Mother 3, and people that play games like Gmod, Team Fortress 2, Half-Life, and other PC games. How are newer Mother fans even going to find Ultimate Chimera Hunt? The average Zoomer isn't going to hop on starman.net. They don't even know what a forum is. I don't think most of them know how to download and install add-ons for Garry's Mod in the first place. I don't think most of them even know how to download and install add-ons for Garry's Mod in the first place. I don't think most of them even know how to download add-ons from Garry's Mod in the... I don't even know it... This sounds unnatural. I don't even think most of them know how to install add-ons in the first... I don't even think most of them know... I don't think most of them even know how to download add-ons in the first place. Add-ons in the first place. I don't think most of them even know how to download add-ons in the first place. Then there's the problems. Change add-ons to how to use the Steam Workshop. The average Zoomer isn't going to hop on starman.net. They don't even know what a forum is. I don't think most of them even know how to install add-ons from the Steam Workshop to... I don't even think most of them know how to use the Steam Workshop to begin with. I don't think most of them even know how to use the Steam Workshop in the first place. I don't think most of them even know how to use the Steam Workshop in the first place. That's good. See, that's collaboration. Then there's the problems with the gameplay. Then there's the problems with the gameplay. Let's say a newbie finds a populated server and they happen to not get on a lackluster map. they're going to find that they aren't having any fun because the only people they're going to play with have been playing for 10 years, and they know damn well how to completely liquidate entire battalions of pig masks. On the other side, if a new guy gets a hold of the Chimera, chances are they're just going to be juked and killed by a veteran player because good lord is this game jank. They're going to find that they aren't having any fun. The only people they're going to play with have been playing for 10 years, and they know damn well how to completely liquidate entire battalions of pig masks. And they know damn well how to completely liquidate entire battalions of pig masks. On the other side, if a new guy gets a hold of the Chimera, chances are they're just going to be juked and killed by a veteran player because good lord is this game jank. You want 10% stake in this video's ad revenue. This video is not going to make money. Anyone who's played the game knows what I'm talking about. Anyone who's played the game knows what I'm talking about. The hitboxes are inconsistent, the physics are wonky, and sometimes just don't work. And basic abilities are just weird. Oh my god, I'm sorry, excuse me. How embarrassing. Don't look at me. When you play as a pig mask, even if you tap the sprint button, the whole energy bar drains and takes just a little too long to recharge. Even if it doesn't, it feels like it does, and that is also important. More often than not, this leaves you vulnerable because your sprint bar will drain, while the Chimeras won't. You'll run out of sprint juice and be easy pickings because the Chimera's sprint bar functions normally and only drains when you're actively sprinting. Something in my eye. Sorry, you guys. Ugh, I just picked my eye on camera. I'm so sorry. The Chimera can also kill you even if it isn't facing you. The hurt box for its teeth is so ridiculously large that you'll often be killed when you aren't even near it, or even behind it. I'm sure outsiders could just chalk that up to typical source engine jank with hitbox displacement, but it's a recurring enough issue to be a known complaint within the community itself. Pressing the button on the Chimera's back also isn't guaranteed. You can slam the button down with the force of a steel mecharilla, but it won't read because I swear it's full of dead zones. Sprint juice. I think you mean ox power. What is that noise? My cat jumped up on the chair behind me. The Chimera can also kill you even if it isn't facing you. The hurt box for its teeth is so ridiculously large that you'll often be killed when you aren't even near it, or maybe behind it. You'll often be killed when you're behind it, or even that you'll often be killed when you swear you're behind it, or when you're not even near it. I'm sure outsiders could just chalk that up to typical source engine jank with hitbox displacement. I'm sure outsiders could just chalk that up to typical source engine jank with hitbox displacement, but it's a recurring enough issue to be a known complaint within the community itself. Pressing the button on the Chimera's back also isn't guaranteed. You can slam the button down with the force of a steel mecharilla, but it won't read because I swear it's full of dead zones. But other times, when you're the Chimera, it's like your button is made of fragile glass and you can get killed way too quickly. But hey, I'm sure everybody thinks that every single time. It's like playing Demo Night in TF2. You never feel the extra melee range when you're trying to get kills, but you sure will when you're fighting one. When you run out of energy as the Chimera, your momentum just comes to a dead halt, which is especially annoying when you're mid-jump and you just slam on the brakes and stop moving forward. These problems really come to a head when you're dealing with a full squad of pig masks. 20 players is simply too much to deal with for only one Chimera. You'll quickly find out just how big of a fraud the ultimate Chimera really is. When you get ganged up on by 20 pigs, they aren't all going to be scattered by your roar. Your tail swipe only has so much range, and it has to cool down, and your bite will leave you vulnerable if you miss. I understand that all sounds like regular-ass game mechanics, but when it's that multiplied, I promise, there's a pretty big difference. What is supposed to be an unstoppable killer quickly becomes an easy target. Makes you wonder why they don't just gang up on it in the actual game. How do I make good content if I don't talk in videos? Not all content has to be voiced. Like, you can just make highlight videos of gameplay or, you know, other stuff. You can have text on the screen. Windows text-to-speech. Oh, there are places I wouldn't even go with a gun. I understand that this is a team-based game and you're supposed to coordinate with your fellow soldiers, but there is a difference between cooperating and coming up with strategies to just brain-dead dogpiling. It's not fun for the Chimera, and it's not fun for the other players who would rather... It's not fun for the Chimera, and it's not fun for other players who would rather play a real round. You know, the guys that are still at spawn, while the one or two guys that know how to actually play the game and know where everything spawns in just immediately beeline for the fucking guy, and within 5 seconds you hear... And then I would play a clip of the round ending right there while everyone else is still walking to the Chimera. Because it happens a lot. I believe that 8 to 12 pig masks is a better, stronger, more easily managed amount of players. There's a bigger chance for real team play, and there's less hide and seek. There's really no worse feeling than getting into a game and noticing just how many other players you have to deal with. Because when 20 pigs come together, it's always going to be the same 5 or 6 guys that are consistently... Because when 20 pigs are together, it's always going to be the same 5 or 6 players that consistently engage with or kill the Chimera. The others will mostly just be fucking around or exploring the map. The others will mostly be fucking around or exploring the map. The others will mostly be exploring the map, walking to the Chimera, or just fucking around. Anyone that's actually played the game will understand what I mean. Of course, if anyone's watching this video has played the game... Of course, if anyone's watching this video has actually played the game, I want to hear all about your experiences. I want to hear all about your experiences. I remember seeing lots of familiar names and faces. It wasn't all doom and gloom. The actual gameplay, despite everything I've said, is still super fun when you get into a game. Plus, every round you can earn points to buy cosmetics for your piggy. My favorite one was always the Luigi cap and the Franklin badge that made you immune to lightning flashes and electricity hazards. The best maps in the games are the ones that are actually themed around the Earthbound series. It wasn't all doom and gloom. The actual gameplay is still super fun when you really get into a game. Plus, every round you can earn points to... Plus, every round you can earn points to buy cosmetics for your piggy. My favorite one was always the Luigi cap because I was 12, and the Franklin badge that made you immune to... lightning flashes and electricity hazards. You could also get points by gambling. I don't know if I even explained that there. Whatever. You can also earn points by gambling. The best maps in the game are the ones that were actually themed around the Earthbound series. Maps that use textures ripped right from the game were magical, and the ones that tried recreating areas from those games were also super fun. You'd think a game built around Mother 3 would have its central maps be Mother-themed, but sadly it seems to be the exception rather than the majority. As a die-hard Mother fan, I remember finding the game mode as a kid and absolutely loving it. I wish the servers were more populated, I wish there were more servers, and I wish people knew about it. It's incredibly easy to... It was like versus Saxon Hill, yeah. There's gonna be gameplay. There's gonna be gameplay on the screen. Like when I'm actually editing it all. You'll understand. Like you're only getting the first half, the audio. That was weird.
You'd think a game built around Mother 3 would have its central maps be Mother-themed.
But sadly, it seems to be the exception rather than the majority. As a die-hard Mother fan, I remember finding this game mode as a kid and absolutely loving it. I wish the servers were more populated, I wish there were more servers, and I wish people knew about it, because it is incredibly easy to download and play. The only problem is getting a full lobby together. The only problem is getting a full lobby together. I still remember the first time I saw the Tazmily map. Seeing a 3D recreation of the main village from Chapter 4 was just amazing to me. Sure, it was mostly stock Half-Life 2 and TF2 assets, but with a more colorful coat of paint. Hold on. Is it like Die of Death? I don't know what that is. Kind of. I'm not so sure about the Roblox game. I still remember the first time I saw the Tazmily map. Seeing a 3D recreation of the main village from Chapter 4. Was just amazing to me. Sure, it was mostly stock Half-Life 2 and TF2 assets with a more colorful coat of paint, but it was still great. Like I said, the best maps were the ones that visually looked straight out of Mother 3. Like I said, the best maps were the ones that visually took straight from Mother 3. What about Forsaken? Definitely not. But like I said, the best maps were the ones that visually... Why did I write it like that? That visually took straight from Mother 3. Like I said, the best maps were the ones that were visually right out of the game. Looked right out of the game. I fell in love with the laboratory map, which is essentially a one-to-one recreation of the Chimera Lab from the actual game. And while I may have harped on the amount of bad maps, there were really special original ones. Pork Academy was one I always voted for. Such a perfectly atmospheric map that captures the darker roots of the original Chimera encounter. The best maps are the ones that not only bring fun and balanced game... Oh, I turned into Ringo there. The best original maps were the ones that actually added to the lore and world building of Mother 3, not just providing fun and balanced gameplay. I can totally buy some... I can totally buy something like the Pork Academy or the Pigmask headquarters existing in-universe somewhere in Mother 3 that Lucas and his friends just never visited. It's really not hard to overstate. It's really hard not to overstate how big of a deal it was to see these assets used in a game like this, especially back when it was even more niche than it is now. You think the Mother series has a cult fan base now? You newbies wouldn't have survived the mid-2000s. You newbies wouldn't have survived the mid-2000s. Try being old! Again, though, the biggest issue is the lack of a major community. You'll hardly ever open the Gmod game mode browser. You'll hardly ever open Gmod's game... You'll hardly ever open the game mode browser and see it highlighted with the likes of Trouble in Terrorist Town, Prop Hunt, or even something like Fallout RP. Usually the only way to jumpstart a server is to hop into their Discord and loudly shout, "Hey, I want to play, who wants to join?" But again, if you have to go through all that, a lot of people would write it off as a dead game. The majority of people would rather just play the game. They don't want to jump through hoops to play. With how impatient many players are these days, and with shorter attention spans to boot, do you honestly think that these people will go through the trouble of joining a Discord server than asking for the chance to play the game? Most normies will just want the quickest and easiest way to play. They won't want to put in what they see as extra work just to try out a game they might not even like. Hell, most of the time you'll be lucky enough if they even bother downloading the add-on from the workshop. Do you honestly think Joe Normie will go through the trouble of joining a Discord server, then asking for the chance to play? No, he won't. He wants the quickest, easiest option to play. They don't want to put in what they would see. They don't want to put in to what we see as normal as extra work just to try out a game they might not even like. Most of the time, you'll be lucky if they even bothered downloading the add-on from the workshop. For all the problems as the game mode suffers from, the moment-to-moment gameplay I find is still lots of fun. For all the problems as the game mode suffers from that I just spent all this time complaining about, I swear to God, the moment-to-moment gameplay I find is still lots of fun. I'm a big fan of games where a team of people have to take one down. I'm a big fan of games where a team of people have to take down one super-powered opponent. Super-powered opponent. One super-powered opponent. This scratched that itch for the longest time. Only stuff like Versus Saxton Hale and Freak Fortress provided something similar. But hey, which one of those went on to become an official game mode, and which ones remained niche modes with bloated file sizes? I remember killing hours of my life playing this game, trying as hard as I could to rank up, trying to always demolish anyone that I would brand as my nemesis. Because forming rivalries and friendships in these tight-knit communities, they always happened. It was always fun. The game mode itself is such a fun time capsule to the early 2010s. It felt like everybody knew everybody, and despite how much fun it was to reminisce on that, I would gladly give it up if it meant more people got to join and play. I'm gonna be honest, most Gmod add-ons take forever to play. Most Gmod servers always take forever to install the add-on, so it's even more less likely. Yeah, completely true. So it's like Dead by Daylight, but instead of running from the killer, you try to kill them, and that's the goal. Yeah, I guess. I remember killing hours of my life playing this game. I remember killing hours of my life playing this game. I remember killing hours of my life playing this game, trying as hard as I could to rank up, trying to always demolish anyone that I formed a one-sided nemesis rivalry relationship with, because forming shit like that was always gonna happen. Because forming shit like that always happened in these tight-knit communities. They were always fun, and the game mode itself is such a fun time capsule to the early 2010s. It felt like everybody knew everybody, and despite how much fun it is to reminisce on that and have that niche, I would gladly give it up if it meant more people got to join and play. Yeah, sure, when your niche hobby blows up and has a lot of new blood in it, lots of people will be quick to try and gatekeep or cry that their favorite new thing got ruined by normies, but in this case, I really don't think it would hurt. I really don't think it would hurt. But in this case, I really don't think it would hurt. And it's not like the drive to play isn't there. The core gameplay can and should be salvaged. And in typical Mother fashion, there are more artists than developers. And it's not like the drive to play isn't there. The core gameplay can and should be salvaged. And in typical Mother fashion, there are more artists than developers. These things take time. They're not going to get everything perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. I've been made aware that in the Gmod Tower successor, Tower Unite, there is a spiritual successor to the Ultimate Chimera Hunt. It's called Little Crusaders, and it's basically the exact same game in everything but name. You play as knights instead of pig masks. Rather than the Ultimate Chimera, it's the dragon. Your knights look like pig masks, have ranks like pig masks. Like I said, it's the same game, just stripped of its mother identity to be copyright free. You even kill the dragon by pushing a button on its back. Everything is more medieval themed, and there's a bird that you can use to kill the dragon instead of a Mr. Saturn. From what I've seen, though, the gameplay is heavily unbalanced and not nearly as fun. I've seen lots of complaints that the dragon is too slow and completely unreliable, which burns me out, and it's been a really long time since I've seen any developer updates, so there's even less coverage of Little Crusaders. So I don't think things are going to change anytime soon. I'd like to say more, but there's even less coverage of Little Crusaders than there is of Ultimate Chimera Hunt. The game barely even has a wiki page. You'd have more luck looking for a jar of dropped pickles than you would looking for gameplay of Little Crusaders. What little you did find wouldn't be positive. But hey, you could always just download Tower Unite and play it yourself. Of course, if only you could get a server going. Are all these words genuine? Yeah. It's a Little Crusade. It's a... Well, Tower Unite is like... Little Crusaders is a game within a game. Just look up Tower Unite on Steam. Hold on. Let me look that up with you. Yeah. Sega Publisher Sale. Yeah, it's a Steam game. It's $8.99 on Steam right now. Yeah, it released. Like this is out. It's been out. The reviews are very positive. Hold on. Tower Unite. No, not Sovereign Tower. What? Tower Unite. Show me the fucking... Show me the Steam Hub. Sorry, I'm looking for the Steam Hub. Came out in 2025. I'm an idiot. There's a big ass community hub button right there. Okay. I found the workshop page for Little Crusaders. Well, I mean for Tower Unite. But I'm going to look for it right now. What an interesting workshop. Little Crusaders. Well, that's My Little Pony. These are ponies. I did not look up the Cutie Mark Crusaders. I just looked up Crusaders. Little Crusaders room. That's the That's the ultimate Chimera. Well, it's the dragon. Whatever. Okay, Little Crusaders. Wow, isn't that very telling? Freddy Fat. Okay, maps. Rush E, Dragon. Isn't that amazing? The one fucking map that actually has high ratings is the one from fucking Ultimate Chimera Hunt. I think all of these are. Yeah, I don't know if I like the new Steam Workshop. It's kind of weird. Okay, there's nothing. Player model. Item. Vehicle. Sound pack. Map. Yeah, oh wow, there is fucking nothing for this game. Show me. Let's go to all. Oh. Fuck. How am I gonna... Okay. Little Crusaders. Wow. There doesn't seem to be much going on here. What the fuck? Why is the nerd here? That's it! Wow, an actual GIF of the game. This is what it looks like. Why am I not just sitting in my chair? Why am I on the fucking floor? Well, I have to stand. It won't even fucking load. Here, yeah, look at that. That's what the fucking game looks like. That's crazy. Alright, well, whatever. I gotta stop this because I gotta finish recording this damn thing. And I'm almost done. We're almost done. Like, it took 2 hours. It took two and a half hours. But we're finally done recording the script that's only 6 pages long. So anyway, that sums up basically everything I've wanted to say about this game mode. Kind of scattered my talking points, but that's kind of like the game itself, so I don't mind. I wanted to talk about this for literal years. I remember vividly thinking of talking points while I was at work because I was on a big Earthbound kick at the time. That's not even a lie. I remember being like fucking on the fucking cut table, working on shit, visualizing myself working on this video. Playing the game and working on it. Since like 2022. I think that's when I initially wrote this. That's the ripoff on the Steam Workshop. Let me show you the actual thing here. That's not what I was looking for. This is what Ultimate Chimera Hunt is, by the way. This is what the game looks like. When you die, you turn into a spectator and you're a ghost. These screenshots suck. I mean, yeah, it is the outdated version. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I'm doing all this for a game that looks like shit. I've always loved finding ways to combine my interests, and this was just another instance of that. Every game in the series from Earthbound Zero to Mother 3 are experiences I highly recommend, and there's plenty of easy ways to play all of them. From official re-releases to near-mandatory ROM hacks, there's no shortage of ways to play. If this video sparked your interest in Ultimate Chimera Hunt, or the Mother series in general, I highly recommend you check it out yourself. And if not, then why'd you watch the whole video, you dingus? Do another take of that. Oh, you thought that one was perfect? I'll do another take. Just always do two. Just be safe. I've always loved finding ways to combine my interests, and this was just another instance of that. Every game in the series from Earthbound Zero to Mother 3 are experiences I highly recommend. Every game in the series from Mother 1 to Mother 3 are experiences I highly recommend, and there's plenty of easy ways to play all of them. From official re-releases to near mandatory ROM hacks, there's no shortage of ways to play. There's no shortage of ways to play. If this video sparked your interest in Ultimate Chimera Hunt, or the Mother series in general, I highly recommend you check it out for yourself. It will be worth it. And if not, why don't you watch the whole video, you dingus? Thanks again for watching this video. My name is Waylon, but I'd hope you know that by now. Thank you again for watching this video. My name is Waylon, but I'd hope you know that by now. If you liked what you saw, please leave a comment, tell me what you thought, leave a like, and share it with your friend. And hey, if you really like me, then hit subscribe, and also maybe check out my Patreon and my second channel, Waylon Plus. Waylon Plays a Game. Hold on. I do that a lot. Yeah, like a snake. That's disgusting. Thank you again for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like, leave a comment telling me what you thought. Share this with your friends. If you really like the video, please subscribe. And if you like me that much, then check out my Patreon or maybe my second channel, Waylon Plus. I'll see you guys in the next video. For now, I gotta go outrun that damn Chimera. See you guys next time. Say Fuzzy Pickles. That's the best outro, the last one. I agree. Because you can clearly see I didn't write a fucking outro because I'm an idiot. But that's it. We did it. We did it, lads. I'm done recording. This is gonna be a fun night of sound editing. Ignore the Fuzzy Pickles thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna put that in. Don't worry. Where am I? Am I on the screen? I am. I get to sit down finally. I've been standing that whole fucking time. In fact, put you back where you belong. You guys get to enjoy the wide, crazy world of sound editing. it's important I was quiet there because I was recording the cars going by. I knew that they were coming, so I timed it. It's good to get audio of just like dead air, so that if there's anything else that you didn't hear, because normally you might have headphones on or you're so locked in you wouldn't notice that you fucking come here. You're so locked in that you don't think about. So it's good to record background audio so that you can edit it out like later. That's what I'm getting at here. But yeah, that's what I did. That's why I was doing that. But before we do that, and we get into the sound editing, I'm gonna put up that BRB screen because I'm a little peckish. I could go for a snack, and I'm sure this has been exhausting for all of you. We're 2.5 hours in, and now we get to edit the fucking sound and do shit like repeat a take 5 times to see, did I really like that? I'm not sure. Or I could just end the stream right here. I've been playing Kingdom Hearts 3 for the very first time, and I really like it. I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm also playing the remake of the Thousand Year Door, and it's really fun. And I kind of want to play that. Like, if I'm being like totally honest, like the more I thought about just taking a break, the more I thought, let's just stop. So I think I'm gonna do that. Make the stream 2 parts. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna come back. Like, I'm gonna make a part 2, and I am gonna like do the audio editing, and then we'll actually make the video together. But I need you all to hear this. This is really serious. This is really serious. Today was my last day of summer vacation. Tomorrow, I go back to university. I've got classes in person, classes online, and my substitute job that I work. So, I'm going to be... Next time, don't let mosquitoes in. Wait, Waylon, if you don't delist this, then people will watch the video for free. I don't care about that. I think there's a big enough disconnect between people who watch my streams and watch... Like, people who watch my streams and people who watch my videos. Like, not everybody does the same thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna have it pretty busy. Like, my schedule is gonna be pretty packed. On top of my other job that I work too. So I'm gonna be busy. I'm gonna have less time for streams. Granted, I'm not like an intense scholar. I'm only going for my bachelor's degree, but you know, I will be busy, and there will be days where I will be like, actually, I have to study and get good grades. I have to study and get good grades, otherwise I will be kicked out of my fucking school for being a delinquent. So everybody study up and get a good grade. Sorry, I was just possessed by Birdly there. There will be less Waylon, which I'm a total dick. I should have streamed yesterday so that I could have today and Sunday to do this. Depending on how my first class goes, and if I don't have to go to work tomorrow, I will stream again. And we will edit audio together. And maybe the video, depending on how it goes. Because this is an hour of shit I have to go through. But stop saying I'll be back. And if you want more Waylon in your world, go watch my regular ass videos. Go watch Waylon Plus. Everything released from 2025 and onward is actually good and watchable, I'd argue. And just be a good person. Be good people. Don't, like, go kill homeless people or anything. And don't use AI. Be a good person. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye! WD Gaster?